Let us understand how to write a C program to check whether the given number is an Armstrong number or not. Before we start with the program, let us first analyze what an Armstrong number is. Let me give an example. Here, the input number is 371. So, the number of digits in this input number is 3. Hence, we are going to extract each digit from the input number and we are going to find the cube root of the number. The cube root is found and all the values are added. The sum, the resultant sum on performing the cube root is 371. When the sum, resultant sum and the input both are same, then this number is said to be an Armstrong number. In this example, I have taken the number of digits as 3. In reality, you can also have 4 numbers and 5 numbers and so on. So, when you take the number of digits in the input as n is equal to 4, you have to extract the digits and find the power of 4 and repeat the same process. This is how we will be finding out the Armstrong number. So now let's jump into the logic. So we have to first understand the logic before we start to code. So what are the various essential steps required for doing this process? We have to first extract the digits. So we have to extract 3 separately, 7 separately and 1 separately. So this is the first step. And once the digits are extracted, we have to find the cube root. This is the second process. Then after finding the cube, you are going to add everything. So there are 3 steps involved here. First is extraction of digit, next is finding out the cube and third is adding up all the results. So let us see how. See, this is how. I have taken 153. So I have extracted 1, 5 and 3, found the cube and then I am adding everything to find the resultant sum. Now the next step is, after finding the resultant sum, we are going to compare this resultant sum with the input. If both are equal, we are going to say it is an Armstrong number. If they are not equal, it is said to be non-Armstrong number. Let us see the program. As usual, your program starts with hash include. Okay, this hash include stdio.h is a header file which will include all the programs and coding for the related predefined functions that you are using inside the program, like your printf and scanf, input output functions are printf and scanf. So in order to tell the compilers that they belong to the header file, we use this hash include. Next is your main program. Always your execution starts with main. Then I will declare the necessary variables. So here I have used various variables n, d, sum is initialized to 0. Then I am asking for a 3-digit number. Yes. Then I am reading the input and storing it in the variable n. Since we are splitting n into 3 parts and then performing cube value, the value of n may be changed due to the operations that are performed. So I am going to store the value of n in another variable also. Now both m and n will be having the same value. Next, we are going to continuously do the process. As we have seen in the logic, the 3 values, like we have 3-digit number, so we are going to split the number into 3 digits, right? So in that case, we should follow some repeated logic. Repetition will be done because first the first digit will be extracted, second the second digit, then the third digit. So in order to do this process, I am going to use a while loop. So this n is the input value. So when n is greater than 0, I am going to repeat the process. What process? You are going to extract the digits and then perform the summing operation. So for extraction, what you have to do is you have to perform the modulus operation. When I give 153 divide by 10, the answer is 15. But if I want to extract the least digit, I want to perform the modulus operation. 153 modulus 3. So the answer, modulus 10. So the answer is going to be 3. So when I do that, the last digit will be extracted and stored in the intermediate variable d. Now the value of d is going to be 3. In this example, the value of d is going to be 3. Then what is this? Initially we have placed the value of sum as 0. To this 0, I am going to find the cube root. That is, I am going to find the cube root of d. Now D has the value 3. So I found 3 into 3 into 3 and that is added to sum. So it is 0 plus 3 into 3 into 3. Yes, and that new value, calculated value, stored in sum. This process is repeated again and again. So next time if it is repeated again, we will be having the value of 153 in n. But it should not be that. We have already calculated for 3. The remaining is we have to calculate for 1 and 5. Hence I am dividing the number by 10. So at the end of this step, n will be having the value 15. And this process is repeated again and again until there are n value is 0, until n value is 0. Okay, so this process where we have repeatedly performing modulus operation and division operation, this method is called digit extraction. So I have extracted the digits one by one. Then now your sum will contain the final value. In our example it is 153. So let us check whether sum is equal to m. Initially I have placed the value of n in m, right? So now your sum is 153 and m is also 153. So it is a Armstrong number. If it is not so, I am going to print it as a non-Armstrong number. That's it. We have done with the program. This is how you have to code. You have to understand the logic and then code for each and every step. Hope you all understood the program. Let us see how it is being executed with the sample input. So let me first open the program. Yeah, this is the code. Okay, so what code I have explained, I have typed it in here. Okay, in the editor. Now let us compile the code. cc 9.c. Okay, next. After compiling, I will just be executing. So now it asks for a 3-digit number. I am giving 132. So 132 is not an Armstrong number. Let me check with some other input. In our example, we saw 153. So the given number is an Armstrong number. Hope you all understood how to write a C program to find out whether a number is an Armstrong number or not. Thank you.